Hello, group Elixir. How are you today? Let's take a minute and breathe while you think about your question or situation. These readings are meant to be general in nature. If the details resonate for your life, then it is absolutely meant for you. But if they do not, please do not try to make them fit. If they're more harm than good, it's definitely not my intention. I can't even remember all of the things that I need to say, so if I don't remember everything, I'll have to write it down and put it in the description of the video anyway. These readings are meant to be entertainment purposes. I am not a doctor. I am not a lawyer. I am not an accountant. Please seek professional advice from all of the above. If any of those things resonate for your situation, please do not follow advice that I give simply because I give it. Be responsible, take control of your own life, do your research, ask questions. Do not ever follow any spiritual reader or anything blindly simply because. All right, let's get into it. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. I'm new to YouTube and I'd like to grow the channel. So Witchy Woman by the Eagles has been playing in the background, which is the reason that the second reason that I chose the Everyday Witches Tarot for this particular group. As you can see, this particular group, the name is Elixir. It is She Who Forgives, Remorse, Guilt, and Forgiveness. So when they speak of elixirs, the first thing that comes to my mind is potions. So we have the Everyday Witches Tarot and Witchy Woman playing in the background by Eagles. See how high she flies. Witchy Woman. So what kind of potions are you trying to create? So we have now Hate the Other Side by Juice WRLD, which is interesting because this card talks about forgiveness, remorse, guilt. Interesting. Okay. So those two songs put together with this particular card, I feel like this is saying someone is finally kind of waking up to their past, maybe their actions. They're feeling remorse over it. This song is talking about gangbanging, basically, greed, money on my mind. So someone has something in their past that they're feeling remorse over, and they're trying to, I think this elixir with your running stuff is they're trying to maybe transmute this pain of the guilt from the past. I've really been to hell and back a couple hundred times. I'm still trying to get by. Okay. Yeah, someone's really trying to transmute some heavy energies. Okay, and then we have the Empress on the bottom. So they really are trying to create something positive now. Interesting. I was taught to love my brother and to hate the other side. And then look, now we have the Hanged Man that just came out with the Empress, or excuse me, the Emperor. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I feel like this is saying someone has taken the initiative to really learn to see things from the other side. Interesting. Okay. And so we have some it's got those are the astrological signs, but I can't think of the name right now for the stars, like the whatever, you guys will remember. And then look, we have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely has to do with transmutation, spirituality, trying to overcome this energy of the past. Look at the High Priestess just tried to fall out again. I'm going to leave it just because I was going to put it back. But so now we have the Page of Cups sitting underneath the Emperor. And that's interesting because this particular Page of Cups depicts him painting a picture. So maybe this could be somebody studying. I feel like this is somebody studying their astrology, and that's what this painting a picture is about. They're kind of learning themselves. It's like painting the picture of who they are, but let's get some more just to see. I feel like whoever this person is, like this, and then look, you've got Night Moves by Bob Seger, and the lyric was just something, we were just young and restless boys or something. And right now the time on my clock is 6:54. So we have the numbers are, it's like a countdown, 654. So get ready for something. We're getting our share, working on a night moon. Oh, I don't know trying to do some awkward teenage blues. Is that what the lyric is? It was summertime. Summertime, summertime. Something happened in the summer that you're ashamed of? What is this? You're trying to figure out who you are, why you did this? What is this? Trying to see things from the other side. You were taught to hate the other side, and now you're learning better. Something that happened as a teenager. Interesting. Waiting on the thunder. We've got the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck, moving on to bigger, better things. So he's saying, ain't it funny how the night moves? Don't seem to have as much to lose. Strange how the night moves. Something happened under cover of darkness that somebody is trying to transmute. Maybe I feel like they didn't know better and now they're learning better. And they're really trying to heal that or make up for that. And then look, they feel defensive about it as well. They're trying to defend themselves. Interesting. So this is trying to defend themselves because they've learned better. I feel like that's what it's saying. I've changed my ways, or I am changing my ways. Interesting. Ain't it funny how you remember that's the lyrics right now? I remember, I remember, I remember. Okay, now we have justice coming out underneath this Page of Cups. So someone is really trying to balance this out. Whoever this is, they feel really bad. And we've got death. Okay, so I feel like that one goes here. And I do feel like this is putting an end to the situation. So whatever this is. And then we got the Seven of Pentacles, look, and then the Sun. Okay, interesting. Very, very good energy to end the reading with. So I feel like this is saying right here to end the reading, I feel like it's saying be patient. For your patience is your patience. What's this? Hold on. It's like this is really joyful. Look at this card. Like how much happier can you be? One woman is pregnant. They're playing like Ring Around the Rosie, right? Like it's just there's a cat in the field of sunflower. Well, actually, there's a bunch of animals in the field there. Sunflowers everywhere. Everybody's happy. And it looks like there's 3 generations here. I feel like what this is, okay, be patient. The work that you're doing now to heal this. Okay, so you put an end to whatever this energy was. Obviously, this is something from the past, and now you're trying to transmute this, right? And saying, be patient, the joy is coming. Like, I feel like whatever this is, it's saying you feel bad right now. Because you're remembering, like you're kind of doing that shadow work, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did XYZ, right? And so you're trying to transmute it, and it's saying, like, keep going. The work that you're doing is definitely paying off, because that's what the Seven of Pentacles is about. Oh, listen, now we have high hopes, Panic at the Disco. Wanted everything. It was said. Rewrite your history. Hold on. We wanted everything. Wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up. Complicated. I don't know all the words, so I can't really like sing where you can hear the lyrics, but you'll have to look it up. Shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Okay, so this is saying, like, don't give up. You're doing good work. You are definitely transmuting. You are making up, like, whatever you're feeling bad or guilty about. You're doing good work. The joy is coming in. It's all positive from here. And then look, oh, you got the Four of Wands celebration and the Four of Pentacles. There is, I feel like you do need, there's some things that you still need to release and let go of. But I do feel like there's reason to celebrate now. There's just still more work to do. Okay, let's get some charms. They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me. I got one more run, and it's going to be exciting to see. Had to have high hopes for the living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a king. But I always had a vision. Oh, wait, I got to get to the charms. I'm getting distracted trying to move on to the next reading. All right. So the way I read the charms, I read it like a transit chart. So this is an astrological wheel. I guess my light's getting bad. You probably can't see. I may have to stop this reading at some point. So anyway, this is an astrological wheel. You can't really see it, but each ring, we have the signs, then we have the planets that are associated with that sign. We have the modality, the element, and in the center, we have the flower of life. And the way that I read this is the same way that you would read a transit chart. Let me get it set up to Aries in the first house. So any charms that fall in the outer area. This is energies that are coming towards you this week. Anything that falls in the center is the focus for everyone this week. And then anything that falls on a specific sign is a special message for that. Oh. Interesting. So now we have Last Resort by Papa Roach and Jairus Johnson. It's like a remix. So you may want to look that one up. All right. We had one that fell, but I don't read them when they fall on the floor because, obvious reasons. Okay. All right. So let's start. Well, we don't really have anything in the center. So there's no like general focus for anyone. So let's start with Aries. Aries, the only thing that you really have that's falling completely in your sign would be the ear of corn. I don't know what is so weird about me today, but every time I see this ear of corn in any reading that I'm doing, I feel like it's saying, keep your ears open. And I do have to say for Aries and possibly Taurus, because we do have it straddling both signs, we have the candy cane. So there might be like, keep your ears open. There may be some sort of sweet information that comes in for Aries, could possibly be a treat or something. And then again, because this was straddling both signs, you could be dealing with a Taurus, or a Taurus could be the one delivering this news, this sweet piece of information, or whatever, this treat, or something that's, so if you think of candy canes, it's a sweet treat, right? It's something that makes you think of Christmas and gifts and surprises and all that good stuff. So all right, so that's for Aries and Taurus. Now on to Gemini. And actually, because it's straddling both signs, the charm for the sign of Cancer. Oh, and by the way, for Taurus, you do have this nail here in your outer influence. So there is some work coming in for you. I don't know if that's something that you're concerned with. Maybe you're looking for a job or something. There is work coming in for you probably within like 3 to 4 weeks. So again, now to Gemini and Taurus, we have the Cancer charm. For the sun sign of Cancer. So you could be a Gemini with Cancer placements, a Taurus with Cancer placements, or you're a Gemini dealing with a Cancer. Or maybe there's like 3 people involved here. Although I do have to say for Gemini, there is money attached to it. You have the $20 bill. So, and this is actually for Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. This $10 bill is crossing all 3 houses or all 3 signs. So I think there's money coming in for all 3 signs. It's probably not a large amount of money, but it's not small. It's somewhere right in between, because the $20 bill in terms of the denominations, like the $1 bill would be the least, the 100 would be the most. So the 20 is somewhere in between. Now moving on to Cancer, we have the ring sitting on top of the cardinal and water symbols here. So basically there's something going on for Cancer sun sign, or sun, moon, rising, Venus specifically, where there's a commitment or a promise that that is emotional in nature, or that you feel emotional or passionate about, but that you may have to compromise on. You may have to be flexible in terms of whatever that is. One thing I did forget to say for Gemini, you do have this puffy heart that says, I love you, sitting in your outer influences. So I think there's some sort of recognition and love coming in for Gemini, probably within the next several months here. I would say at least 2 to 3 months. Now for Leo, we have the the tur, or it's the rune that represents the arrow. So Leo, you're on target with something, whatever it is that you're aiming for. I feel like you're on point. Your aim is true. So for Virgo, you have the sun charm sitting on top of the earth element. So hold on. And then you have the gift, the rune that represents a gift sitting on top of your sign. And then you have the mountain straddling both you and Libra. So here's the thing. The sun talks about like clarity over something, and the mountain is like a struggle, right? So with the sun coming over the earth element, this is clarity over some sort of physical action or tangible action or choice or something that you have to do, like where it's something actual, it requires effort or something behind it. You can't just think it, right? It has to be put into the world in some way. Whatever it is, it's a gift that will help you to overcome this obstacle. It's possibly an obstacle that is related to a Libra, or you could be dealing with a Libra. And then if you're a Libra as well, conversely, you could be dealing with a Cancer, and there's some sort of obstacle that you'll be overcoming. Maybe Cancer gives you some sort of like the gift of clarity that helps you overcome this obstacle. So for Scorpio, you have the Aquarius charm sitting on top of the water symbol. And so the interesting thing about that is that Aquarius is literally called the water bearer. And the reason that they're called the water bearer is because they have 1 foot on the earth and 1 foot in the water. And they're supposed to sort of bridge the gap between 2 worlds. And then having that fall on top of the water element, I feel like this is talking about your emotions. And maybe if I'm going to be really honest, I feel like this is saying, because 1 foot is on the earth and 1 foot is in the water, like whatever it is that you feel, I feel like it's saying you have to do something tangible to bridge the gap. Interesting, very interesting. Like you can't just be in your feels, you can't just be in water all the time. And by the way, Aquarius is an air sign as well. So it could be that there needs to be some sort of tangible communication if you want to bridge the gap, whatever that means. Or you could be dealing with an Aquarius. That could be like who you need to talk to is an Aquarius. You need to have a conversation with them. All right, so Sagittarius, you've got the key, and then you have the fish. Wait, this is the fish, right? Nope, this is a child on a bike. Okay. I feel like it's saying the key for you this week is to have fun. That's like the solution to your problem. Go out and have fun. Be like a child. Like also when it comes to like riding a bike, you learn how to ride a bike as a child, but you never forget that. I don't know what that saying is, but I don't know, there's some saying about once you learn how to ride a bike or something, like you never forget. I don't know. That's your solution this week. Be childlike. So Capricorn, you have some very interesting, you have some confusion coming in with the elephant, which the reason that I find that so interesting is because elephants are known to have a very long memory. Like would seem that there's no confusion there, right? If elephants can remember everything and forever, like how can you be confused? So, but here's the thing, the confusion was sitting here, the elephant was in the outer influence. So maybe whatever it is that you're confused by, the memory is coming in for you. How that resonates. Aquarius, you have the footsteps, which tell me there's support. I think of that poem Footprints, that talks about where Jesus says, because he says, why is there the person who writes the poem talks about the footprints in the sand, and he's, there's always 2 sets of footprints, but then at one point there's only 1 set, and he says, well, why? He says to Jesus, why is there only 1 set of footprints? And Jesus says, my child, it was then that I carried you. So in other words, this is support coming in for you. You're being carried through whatever this difficult time is. And that could be, if you're Christian, that could be like actually Jesus, the support of Jesus. But if you don't identify as Christian, this could be your ancestors, angels, spirit guides, whatever. So Pisces, you have the bridge, and then you have the ballerina. Pisces, I feel like you need to bridge the gap connect with someone. And in order to do it, you're going to have to jump through hoops. You're going to have to perform. You're going to have to be very graceful, very light on your feet. You're going to have to use every bit of experience and talent that you have to dance your way through this situation, quite literally. Okay. And then we do have the palm friends, by the way. So Pisces, I feel like you may need to reach out to an Aries. And again, this may be a situation where you, Pisces, are going to be the one that's going to have to jump through hoops now with the Aries. I feel like, I got to be honest, I feel like this is sort of a reversal of fortune in some way. And, you know, you got to do what you got to do if you want to bridge this gap. Okay, so I hope that resonates for everyone. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next reading.